Did y'all see the door? The door on that capsule pod thing that Katy Perry was in space? Did you see it? Because somebody on the inside opened the door, and then Jeff Bezos runs over real quick and he like closes it, and then you see him go over to the window and he's like, we're gonna open the door. And then a few minutes later he's like has this like little instrument, and they're like, oh, Jeff Bezos is now gonna unlock the door for them. I'm not a genius or an astronaut, but I am an aircraft mechanic. And any aircraft door or a door that's built for flight is typically very heavy and a little bit tricky to open. That thing sprang open like the screen door on my back porch. So yeah, I guess you could say I have some skin in the game, but it seemed so flimsy. Like, you felt safe in that when you went to outer space? I just don't understand this whole thing in general, but like that like really stuck out to me, and I'm like, what is actually going on? But more importantly, I want to know if Katy Perry was up there in her 2 minutes in outer space and was singing E.T. just up there like...
Let's talk about space reentry protocols, because what happened with Blue Origin's historic all-female flight doesn't match reality. Nobody unbuckles mid-plummet at 700 miles per hour to casually pop the door open from the inside. That's not physics. That's suicide. Yet here's Blue Origin capsule. Live footage shows the hatch cracking open from within before Bezos even grabs his shiny little key. A crew member panics, slams it shut like they're hiding a secret. Meanwhile, Bezos, still sweating from his viral faceplant fail, strolls up to pretend he's unlocking it. Either Bezos invented new laws of physics, or this was a staged spectacle to distract from his rocket crash proposal fiasco. Why push a female empowerment narrative while breaking basic space safety rules? The answer's written in the loopholes. You tell me, Hollywood magic or a $200 million lie?
Why were none of them wearing helmets? Why were their suits for fashion, but they weren't protective? Why does the patch look like Baphomet upside down? And also on the patch, there's little symbols that represent each woman on the flight, but there's 7 symbols and there were 6 women. How did the door open from the inside? If you Google it or you ask ChatGPT or anything, it specifically says that those hatches cannot open from the inside due to safety measures. And after it opened, why was it then shut until he could get there with this special tool to open it? Why did they say, oh my goddess? Why did she get out and kiss the ground like she was worshiping? And why would the one lady get so indignant about people calling it a ride? I have a lot of questions surrounding this, and I have a feeling none will be answered.
Something is definitely not adding up, and I'm gonna be the one to say it. Somebody gotta be lying. I was watching the live footage from when the capsule came from space. Y'all gonna see it too. But somebody that was in the capsule opened the door, opened the hatch from inside the capsule, y'all. So when the door opened from the capsule, a lady that was standing by Jeff Bezos ran over to the door and said something, probably like, don't do that. You can't do that. It's showing. Don't open it. Don't open it. But it was already too late, y'all. It was on live feed. But you know, they still had to try to play it off somehow. So the people from the live crew that was talking was like, Jeff Bezos is about to open the door from the outside. He about to open the hatch. And then Jeff Bezos went over there with some little key or whatever. And then he act like he was opening the door when we all just seen that the door opened from the inside. That's not supposed to happen. You cannot open that capsule from the inside. It's pressurized. It's...
Hey, Gail. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag floating through the wind and launching into space? Do you ever feel like somebody who should be on Blue Origin to go into space? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet on the land, but no one is in open space? Do you ever feel like a little astronaut going to space now and we're changing the world?
We were up there for about 17 seconds and it was supernatural. And until you launch, you don't know anything about love. We're really special. So when you come back down, you're like, oh yeah, I get another chance. Like what we did in those 30 seconds was better than anything anyone in here has ever done.
So here we go with another pathetic attempt to justify the big potato spinning in outer space. Now it does look slightly curved in this video with Katy Perry playing around with a flower. But here's the thing. If you really think about it, does that look like enough curvature for a sphere that is 26,000 miles in radius? Or does it look like a little bit of fisheye lens foreplay? Exactly. And what's even weirder about this whole setup is that when this little person right here decides to get off of the spaceship, she does some really weird stuff. What does that look like? A satanic ram? Yeah, she holds her little flower up, kisses it, and then gets on the ground and starts kissing the ground. If that's not some weird satanic ritual, then I don't know what is. You know, I'm just tired of Hollywood and all of the garbage. Space only exists in a Hollywood basement.
So, you believe this? So they went up to space, right? Not wearing helmets, no nothing, makeup, hair done, spinning around in circles, floating upside down, right? Right? They come back down, they land supposedly back on Earth. They land, boop. They went to open the door. You clearly see it open. The door opens. Then it's like, oh, we're not supposed to open it. The guy walks up like he's opening the door. We saw the door open. They just gonna continue to play in our flag song. It's like we watching a Medea play. You know what I'm talking about. If you saw a Medea play, you know what I'm talking about. They get off of the spaceship and all of their hair is perfect. But they was up in space floating and hair flying around, and they get off the spaceship and all of their hair is perfect. Exactly the way they got on the ship. Makeup, still done. Yeah, it was only 11 minutes, but if you're doing all this floating around and your hair is perfect, no helmets, we just watching a big ass show. What we need to be more concerned of is what they hiding from us. This was like a big magic trick. It was to get you to look up when something's down here is going on. It's just a distraction away from the truth. What they hiding? Because this is just a distraction. Trust me. This is just a distraction from the truth.
I went to space and I liked it with my other satanic girlfriends. I went to space just to try it. I brought my little tulip,
or whatever the was. If y'all believe that Katy Perry is the next astronaut, you're a moron. I mean, what a terrible production that was. For a split second, the CGI, when they're actually sitting in a room that's like set up for it, and they like have, you know, they're in their harnesses and they got the proper CGI and it looks like they're looking out the windows of an actual spaceship. That was pretty convincing. Like, they did a pretty good job of that part. But if you'll notice, when they land, the windows don't match. It's not the same. They're not in the same capsule. Like, the windows don't match. It's not even like the same amount of windows. It's not the right shape. The thing looks like a blow-up doll. It looks like a movie prop or some shit. It's totally CGI. It lands with this thud, and none of them are seat belted in, or nothing happens, and it's like just all good. They've opened the door too soon. The floppy looking weird little blow up door or whatever, right? Like, and Jeff Bezos is there. He's supposed to be the one that opens it with the proper key or whatever, but they opened it too soon. Windows don't match. It looks like a blow up thing. They opened the door too soon, the little flimsy door. And then when the door does open, it's just kind of like flops in there. Like, if you've ever been on an airplane, you know how an airplane door has to shut. They got to keep that airtight, dude. This thing supposedly went to space and brought these cuckoos with it. They're up there. She's so connected to love now. And like, wow, if you believe that shit and you're still on the spinning ball around Earth, space is real team, like, congratulations, because you're an idiot.
Nothing weird about this. Do you not think it just looks like she's glitching out? I can't help but notice how many times she's been acting very weird. Does that look normal to you?
I want to give notes in real time.
Normal? This is even a human, and whether all of this was even real. Because undoubtedly there is so many questions within this space journey that Katy Perry went on the other day. And even the big social media giants themselves, Lad Bible, have posted, Houston, we have a green screen. Come on, Katy and the team, give it up. We know the truth, and we can see all the symbolism that you're putting in our faces.
The windows. Look at the windows. Look how big they are. Look at the windows in there. These are not angled out like those windows. They're also much smaller. Let's go back inside. Let's check it out. Look how small those windows are, and they are not angled out. Yeah, look how small that window is compared to the actual thing. Those windows angle out. They're not perfectly rectangle. Those other ones are smaller and they're perfectly rectangled. Yeah, I got a lot of questions about this. Plus, there's a couple scenes here where it's like, where's all that wind coming from in there? Also, from the pod on the outside, the spacing between the windows is much greater than that. Those guys are in there packed next to each other like sardines. This entire thing feels completely off. You guys saw the mistake with the door. This is what they take their time in space doing. Katy Perry holding up a flower, passing around a little alien guy. There's just too much here, guys. What do you think? Blue Origin. Was it real? Was it fake? Did they go? Did they not? What's up with the door mistake? There's too much here, guys. And did you...
You're from the heart of the world, but Did this capsule actually go to space and come back to Earth? Especially traveling on a rocket 1,700 miles per hour through the atmosphere into space for 3 to 4 minutes. When it landed back down, it did not have any black streaks of it coming through the atmosphere back onto Earth. It came back down brand new, as you are seeing right here. These guys showed up, landed, people around this were within 5 minutes, and yeah, did they actually go to space? Why is there no burn marks?
You open my eyes, and I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light. Kiss me, kiss me, infect me with your love and fill me with your poison. Take me, wanna be a victim, ready for a passion. You're an alien, your touch so foreign, it's supernatural.
This gets better and better, guys. So I rewatched the live stream and I noticed there were some glitches, and I was like, I wanted to see what these glitches were. So I decided to take pictures of these glitches, and guess what I found? And I'm going to show you. I found the first one is a blue and white screen. Okay. The second one that I found is actually a blue screen. So I'm thinking to myself, why does a live feed need blue screens when the signal goes out, or a green screen when the signal goes out? Because usually when a feed goes out, it's either black or it has a logo saying that they're going to be back. This didn't have it. Did this actually happen? Kiss me, infect me with your love and fill me with your poison. Take me, wanna be a victim, ready for a passion. You're an alien, your touch so foreign, it's supernatural, extraterrestrial.
This is bigger than a confession. It's over. Do you understand what that means? This is quite literally the only evidence you would ever need. Look at this. Look at. The door opens and then they go to come over to quickly close it. Do you understand that you can't open a door from the inside of a rocket ship? This is also right where the clip ends too, and it switches to a version with no audio. Look, watch, it just ends. Do you understand what this means? Send this to anybody that thinks that we actually go all the time. This is like a new discovery. This is bigger than any other evidence. It's over. They lost. I guess nobody told them they were gonna have to wait in there 15 minutes for some reason after they landed. Had to get everything fully set up, you know? Do you realize how long these people have been trying to deceive everybody? I bet it was Lauren who did it too. She's the first one that popped out of there. Like, are they kidding? You guys gave it away.
With our audience, so it's been really, really incredible. So yeah.
Do you understand that this is bigger than finding wires?
Dude, this little Blue Origin thing, why is nobody talking about this? The ship taking off and the ship landing. Look, you know, Elon's land with the little thing where they like catch them like chopsticks. This one right here, though, it just, I mean, come on, man. See, man, watch right here, dude. All right, look, so not even 5 seconds in, and look how fake this looks. Just keep looking, man. I mean, people really watch this and say, oh my goodness, this just looks so cool. I mean, dude, the idea of it is absolutely amazing. I've always thought that, but when they show us stuff like this right here, man, it just blows my mind, dude. It really and truly does. And I'll never ever understand it. Now, when this thing goes to land, man, it just, you know, that thing's coming that fast and they're able to land it perfectly. That's like a paper towel roll, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know this one's got rockets, but is it even there really? I mean, what there's just so many questions, man. There's just so many questions about this right here.
The flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.